This is not a drill. We are in the final chapter with the Pearson family, and This Is Us is coming to an end. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do when I need a good cry, but for now, we still have episodes to go. The show's creator has just revealed important Season 6 finale news, and we will check that out and get more news on the final chapter. So, what has the creator announced? It is ending, but one thing I can pretty much guarantee is that This Is Us will still hold in loads of tears and loads of wholesome family moments before it does finally reach its conclusion. But now, the series creator, Dan Fogelman, has announced some big news. Mark your calendars for the 24th of May, 2022. That is the last time we'll be spending the night with the big three and their families. That's right, the finale of This Is Us is only a few months away, and I don't know if any of us are ready to see it go yet. It is almost impossible to believe that the show has been around for 6 years, but in that time, we've experienced a lifetime of memories with the Pearsons. It's going to be hard to say goodbye. Next, what did Sterling K. Brown say about the end? As the one and only Randall Pearson, Sterling has made us cry too many times to count. Randall is a guy who is in touch with his emotions, and it's really lovely to see how he has dealt with some of the hard things that he's gone through. It broke down a lot of stereotypes and has touched all of us. And it seems like Sterling K. Brown is just as willing to show how much he cares, because he shared that he believes there will be a lot of ugly crying while filming the last few episodes of the show. At the start of filming Season 6, it was easy to imagine that it was just any other season, and it was all just fun. But the people on set have become family, and it sure is tough to say goodbye to all of them. He also mentioned some people who he would especially miss. The 3 girls who play his 3 daughters on screen. He has seen them grow up and clearly loves them dearly. This is a story about family, and it's nice to see that the cast have really become a family behind the scenes too. It's something that helps them to touch the fans while we watch. But is it going to be just as hard for them to say goodbye as it will be for us? Will we get more Jack Pearson? The family patriarch, Jack Pearson, was one of the first people to really get us hooked on the show. It is true that Jack was far from perfect, but he was a great father who always wanted what was best for his family. At the start of the show, the biggest mystery was all about Jack, how he died and how his life and death influenced his family. But since most of those questions have been answered, we haven't seen as much of Jack. And according to Milo Ventimiglia, who played the role, that just makes sense. He said that we would be seeing Jack in the rest of the season, but he has become more of a side character. The show is more focused on the future now, and the legacy that Rebecca will leave to her children and grandchildren, and how her illness will impact them. Jack has become this beautiful memory that no one, especially Rebecca, wants to lose. But he isn't a main character in the show anymore. But at the same time, Milo promised that we would love this last season and that we would not be disappointed. I really hope he's right. Next, let's talk about the trailer. I know Season 6 of the show has already started, but how many of you saw the trailer for the season? It was really beautiful and just so heartbreaking at the same time. It starts with Rebecca saying how worried she is about starting to lose all her precious memories. Then, right through the rest of the trailer, Kate is singing time after time, while Rebecca is explaining that it isn't the big memories that she's scared to lose, but those little moments that have made up their lives. And they show some of the moments from the Pearson family that we all loved. It was such a beautiful trailer. Plus, I really think that This Is Us is the only show where I can watch a 2-minute clip and be left in tears. Not only from sadness, but from feeling all warm and fuzzy too. Are you excited to see the show's ending? How do you hope it will all end? Let us know in the comments section. We'd love to hear from you. Next up, we'll check out the cast member who will make a return, the souvenir that Mandy Moore has her heart set on, and so much more. Who will be returning? We know that things didn't quite turn out the way we expected them to in Season 5, and we still aren't entirely sure where Kevin will end up, and more importantly, with whom. But we do know that there is at least one person in his life that will be making a semi-unexpected appearance again in Season 6. Jennifer Morrison has revealed that she'll be back in Season 6, playing Cassidy once again. But the thing is, she is also close to Uncle Nicky, so we aren't entirely sure if her appearance will mean that she is back in Kevin's life, or will she just appear to help Nicky. She's been known to be one of the few people he is willing to listen to after all, but I really liked her character and would love to see her again. Is it possible that she and Kevin could end up together? It is a possibility. I think Cassidy could be really good for him. She is caring without being too willing to cater to Kevin's whims. It could work, but there are still a number of women who could be the significant other he ends up with in the long term. We'll just have to wait and see. What does Mandy Moore want to take from the set? Many actors who have been on a show for a long time like to take a few props from the set as a little souvenir of their time on the show. It sounds like a pretty normal thing, and if you ask most actors, they will have something that they brought home after the show ended. And now Mandy Moore has shared what she would love to have. Could it be something small like a favorite piece of jewelry that her character Rebecca wore, or an art piece from the cabin that she loved? Nope, her dreams are quite a bit bigger. She has her eye on the family piano. Rebecca is often seen playing this piano that has been passed down from generation to generation, and in flashbacks of the Pearson home, it always is an important piece. And that is the thing she wants. The only problem, besides the size of the the prop is that another cast member also had their eye on it. It seems like a case of like mother like daughter, since Mandy's on-screen daughter, Chrissy Metz, also wants to take the piano home. Mandy joked that they might need to reach a custody arrangement to share the piano. I'm not entirely sure how that will work out, but I would love to have an update after the show is wrapped. How will the series end? There's nothing worse than watching a show for years and adoring it, and then they end it in a way that completely ruins it and leaves fans feeling like they've wasted years of their lives. We can think of a few cases where this has happened, and we're desperate that it shouldn't happen that way for This Is Us. The series deserves the same caliber ending as the incredible show that they have given us with each episode, and that's the plan. According to everyone who has read the final scripts, the show is going to have an ending that is really satisfying and will really make fans happy. They have promised that it will answer all questions, and we won't be left wondering. We will know where the big three ends up, and we'll understand what went down with Rebecca. And as Ventimiglia said, it's going to wreck people in the most heartfelt way, and that it would be a completion of the story. I must say I can't wait, but I'm also kind of scared. I have a feeling we're gonna need all the tissues. A This Is Us movie? Don't worry, this might not be the last we see of the Pearson family. The cast have all joked that they would love a reunion movie in a few years, just so they can all work together again. Maybe they could all come back and update us on the Pearson kids. We can only hope. Do you have any theories about where your favorite characters will end up? Let us know, and thanks for watching.